Hey everyone, it's me, Yosef, with Ahavah Farm. I want to talk to you about our new extension you can see behind me. It's about a little bit smaller than 1 acre, and we should grow approximately 40,000 pounds just on this plot here. I know it seems kind of small to grow that much food, but we're gonna do it. So I want to show you what we did. These rows are all full of compost. And we did this one wheelbarrow at a time. And let's see, I mean, we had Gretchen out here helping. We had Tracy out here helping. Hava moved a lot of compost. Josh did an enormous amount. I did some. We had a couple of other volunteers help. Will helped. Dawn helped. So it's really been a real team effort, I mean, to get that much compost in here. Now, you can see here, this has already been worked in. So as you know, we are a no-till farm. I mean, in reality, we're kind of a one-till farm. I mean, you have to set up the beds. You have to set up the field, right? You can't, this is what it looked like, raw ground, and, that's what it's gonna look like. So once we make the beds, they'll be permanent, and we're going to take a walk into one of the greenhouses, and I'll show you exactly what I mean. So we're going to go ahead and I'm going to finish tilling it today. It's going to take me forever. We rented a beast of a tiller from from a place in town, and we're turning it all under, and then we're going to mark out all the beds. Actually, you see all these stakes here. So those stakes stay in the ground. This is our walkway, and this is our 30-inch path right here. Here, let me see if you can see that. So each bed is going to be 30 inches big, and it's going to go the length of the garden, which is 100 feet. So all of our beds are 100 feet long. So let me show you what I'm talking about here when it comes to having permanent beds. You've seen this in my other videos, but I just want to combine it here. So you see how there's a bed here of salad mix. Well, it's 30 inches wide, okay? And we will never, ever, 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 ever till that again, ever. So when we crop out, we'll crop out the crop by tearing it all out, and then we'll turn over the bed without tilling it. We'll use things like a broadfork. We'll add compost and just rakes. Basically, we just never, ever step on the beds. Because you don't want to compact them. You want them to be nice and airy and loose. And so we never ever walk on them, and we'll never till them again. And the reason why we don't do that is because there's biological activity, there's worms, there's a lot of microbes and all that those things in the soil. And whenever you turn over the soil, it can destroy that habitat, really. And another reason why we never till is an environmental one, and that is, and also it has to do with growing too. When you till the ground, every time you turn over the soil, 3 or more % of your organic matter can actually get lost in the atmosphere. In fact, if you ever look at so it get lost in the atmosphere and turn into carbon. That's GHG, a greenhouse gas. And one of the number one, if not the number one, cause or anthropogenic greenhouse gases in this country or in the world is due to tilling. Okay, whenever you till the soil and you turn over the soil or plow the soil, that's what happens. The organic matter goes into the atmosphere, creates a greenhouse gas, which is carbon. And so we never, ever, ever till, except for once, when we're setting up the beds. I mean, you have to do that because you have to get rid of the grass and stuff like that. And besides, really, in Colorado, there's no, there is some biological activity, but not much. I mean, there's no worms or anything like that. So what we do, once we set up the beds, we'll inoculate it. We'll inoculate it with tons of microbes. We're actually going to physically, so we have the compost, which is all the organic matter. Then the microbes come in, and the compost is actually food for the microbes. And then we're actually gonna put in worms. So we'll actually just, buy thousands and thousands of worms, and we will spread it all over the field. And eventually that will build up and will become a worm farm. And that's what we are in all these greenhouses. If we dig in any of these greenhouses, we've added worms and microbes. And if you dig in any of these greenhouses, any of the soil that's already been there, or in any of our other gardens, you'll see just thousands and thousands of worms. So it's really kind of cool. But anyway, that's what's going on today. I'm gonna finish that. And that is a lot of work. Talk to you later.